Hi, this is Mardy once again and welcome to my channel. Teresa Magbanwa, also known as the Visayan Joan of Arc, was a courageous Filipino school teacher and military leader who played a significant role in the Philippines' resistance against colonial forces. Born in Pututan, Iloilo, she became one of the few women to participate actively in the Philippine Revolution, the Philippine-American War, and the World War II, making her a symbol of resilience and patriotism. If you are new to my YouTube channel, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. At para updated kayo sa mga susunod kong videos, please click the bell notification below. At sana po, don't skip the ads and please watch until the end of my video. Teresa Magbanwa was born on October 13, 1868 in Pututan, Iloilo, into an affluent family. Ang kanyang ama si Don Juan Magbanwa ay isang hukom at ang kanyang ina si Doña Alejandra Ferraris ay nagmula sa isang kilalang pamilya. Teresa was the second of 6 children. She was described as a dynamic and fearless child, traits that would define her later in life. Magbanwa's education began at the Colegio de San Jose in Haro, Iloilo, before she moved to Manila to continue her studies. She attended multiple institutions, including the Colegio de San Rosa, Santa Catalina College, and Colegio de Doña Cecilia. She earned her teaching certificate in 1894 and later completed a master's degree at the University of Santo Tomas. Upon returning to Pututan, she became a teacher known for her discipline and strictness. Noong 1898, pinakasalan ni Magbanwa si Alejandro Balderas, isang mayamang may-ari ng lupa mula sa Sara, Iloilo, at nagritero sa pagtuturo upang pamahalaan ang kanilang sambahayan. Gayunpaman, nang sumiklab ang Rebolusyong Pilipino laban sa kolonyal na paghahari ng Espanya, Teresa felt compelled to act. Despite opposition from her husband, she joined the Katipunan and followed her 2 younger brothers into the struggle. In the midst of the conflict, she sought out her uncle, Major General Perfecto Poblador, who commanded the northern zone of the Revolutionary Army. Poblador hesitated initially but eventually appointed Magbanwa to lead a battalion of Bulu troops. Her leadership skills soon became evident as she led her forces to victory in several important battles against Spanish troops. Magbanwa's military career began in earnest during the Philippine Revolution. On December 3, 1898, she led her troops to victory against Spanish forces at the Battle of Barrio Yating in Pilar, Capiz. Her bravery and leadership during this battle earned her the title Visayan Joan of Arc. Kasunod ng tagumpay na ito, patuloy niyang pinamunuan ang kanyang mga tropa sa karagdagang pakikipag-ugnayan, kabilang ang labanan sa Sapong Hills kung saan nagtagumpay ang kanyang mga puwersa sa kabila ng pagiging outnumber. Noong December 1898, gumanap siya ng mahalagang papel sa pagpapalaya ng lungsod ng Iloilo, kasama ng iba pang mga revolusyonaryong general tulad nila Martin Delgado at Roque Lopez. When the Philippine-American War broke out, Magbanwa continued her resistance efforts. On February 11, 1899, she participated in the Second Battle of Iloilo City, where she and General Martin Delgado attempted to defend the city from advancing American forces, though they were ultimately defeated. However, on March 10, 1899, she led her troops to victory at the Battle of Balantang in Haro, reclaiming the city from American forces. Tragedy struck in late 1899 when both of her brothers, Pascual and Elias, died under mysterious circumstances. Ang pagkatalo na ito ay lubhang nakaapekto kay Magbanwa, ngunit nagpatuloy siya sa pagkipaglaban gamit ang mga taktikang gerilya matapos ang pagbagsak ng Santa Barbara, ang punong tanggapan ng rehiyon ng mga puwersang Filipino. Eventually, she surrendered to American forces in 1900s and returned to farming, though her contributions remained significant. Although Magbanwa was not an active combatant during World War II, she supported the resistance effort against the Japanese occupation. She sold her personal belongings to provide food and supplies to local guerrillas. After the war, she moved to Pagadian, Zamboanga del Sur, where she lived with her sister Maria. Teresa never remarried after the death of her husband and had no children. Namatay si Magbanwa noong August of 1947 at ang paglilibing sa kanya ay dinaluhan lamang ng malalapit na kaibigan. Ang kanyang pagkamatay ay halos hindi naiulat noong panahong yon. Teresa Magbanwa's legacy endures in the Philippines, particularly in Iloilo, where streets have been named in her honor. Her life and contributions are remembered through awards such as the Gawad Teresa Magbanwa Award para sa mga guro at Teresa Magbanwa Award para sa mga karapatan ng kababaihan at bata. In 2006, Pututan officially declared October 13 as Teresa Magbanwa Day. Additionally, a Philippine Coast Guard vessel was named after her, the BRP Teresa Magbanwa, to commemorate her bravery and service. Teresa Magbanwa remains a remarkable figure in Filipino history, a testament to the strength and courage of women in fight for freedom. Thank you very much for watching. And according to a famous quote, mistakes are a great educator when one is honest enough to admit them and willing to learn from them. Special thanks to my source from Google, en.wikipedia.org, and inspirational quote credits to en.pinterest.com.